Welcome back everyone. It's been quite a long time since the last video as I had to do an internship which took a big part of my time. But I still managed to do some progress on the pedal. So let's dive into it. From the last video I made two models. I don't want to reveal the first one as it's the interface of the pedal. But the other one is an Arduino carrier. It has two shifter registers, there's a third one on the interface module, one multiplexer, one parallel to serial input, a 4-channel DAC, and some other components to interface it with the I/O board. Additionally, there's this connector to communicate with the interface module, and this other one to connect it to the digital pot module I introduced last time. Speaking of that, there's a small issue. You may remember that I made two versions of it. One for 8-bit pots and the other one for 10-bit ones. But as you can see, I've assembled just one. And that's because Analog Devices decided that it's no longer going to sell that chip to the public, but only to businesses. Before they made that choice, I managed to buy one. So I can still try something out with it. But I need to find a solution, because from what I found, there are no equivalent digital pods on mousers. But let's go back to the Arduino carrier. It uses an Arduino Uno R4 instead of the old R3 because I don't want the speed of the microcontroller to be an issue. It might be overkill, but I prefer to have some margin than having to optimize the code a lot. And also the chip itself has more pins and an integrated DAC. I just started programming it, so testing that all the I/Os are working and the communication with the other chips. And it's going to take quite some time to finish the code, but ideally it's going to be the same as in the final pedal. The only thing I cannot try yet is the control of the Metal-X mixer, as I only have a manual version of it. And the fact that since the microcontroller has more pins, I might be able to use fewer shifter registers. So now that I have this new module, I can remove this control voltage source and this expression to CV converter to free up the space for the missing modules, which are the ladder filter and the fuzz. I've just started breadboarding the ladder filter, which was something I should have done way sooner, but it's not working yet, so I'll leave the demo for another time. Lastly, this month I've continued a bit on the mechanical design of the enclosure of the pedal, especially on how to connect all the 5 PCBs. Before closing, I want to set some goals for this month. The first one would of course be to make the ladder filter work, both the low pass and high pass. I don't aim at making them perfect, but I want to order a first PCB prototype, and since I don't want to order just one PCB, I would also like to order some prototypes for the fuzz, for which I think I had an interesting idea, but I still need to try it out. Since I want to make quite some progress on the hardware side, I'll leave the software on hold for now. So if you think this sounds interesting, I'll see you next month. Ciao!